Hello, my name is Lucy and today I'm going to do my February reading wrap up. So in the last month I read a total of 13 books, and those 13 books were a series of unfortunate events books. Sorry, that I couldn't speak well. Sorry, I didn't speak well. So if you have not read this series, I must warn you that there are spoilers, because I'm going to tell you because this is a classic children's story, and it's also movies. It's also a movie, and it's also a TV show, so starring Neil Patrick Harris. So which you should watch, but I recommend reading the books first, which I did. So the first one, it's like the Three Baudelaires children. So this is the first one. So the Three Baudelaires children, Klaus, Sunny and Violet, they get told that their parents have died in a terrible fire while they were out. So they get sent to live with Count Olaf, who is like their third cousin fourth removed, or the fourth cousin third removed. I don't know. Anyway, but he is like this evil man who I hate in the books, but I love the books. So like he tries to just steal their fortune, and then he almost tricks Violet into marrying him, but thank God she's smart and she's anyway, and so like everyone finds out about this, and then they're like, and they try to catch him and they can't. So the Baudelaires, because of that, the Baudelaires goes to live with their Uncle Monty, which is the second book, which is called The Reptile Wing. Oh, I gave all of these books a 5 out of 5 stars because I just love them. So they go to live with the Uncle Monty, and then his Uncle Monty's assistant is Stefano, who is actually Count Olaf, and the kids figure it out, and then Uncle Monty dies because of what? Because Stefano kills him. So Count Olaf still wants that fortune. So because that Uncle Monty dies, they go live with their Aunt Josephine, who lives on a lake, and she lives legit on a lake. Like her house like hangs over a lake, and she hates swimming because her husband died because the leeches got him after he ate, because he didn't wait like an hour before swimming. He waited like 45 minutes, and the leeches killed him. And in this book, which is called The Wide Window, Count Olaf is a pirate, and he tries to adopt the kids like he does in every book that he's in a disguise. Oh yeah, spoiler. And then so Josephine, Josephine dies because there's this big storm, there's this like hurricane, and then because she's scared of like literally everything. So anyway, because Aunt Josephine dies, they go to a mill and they work, which is called the Miserable Mill, and they work in a mill, and the Count Olaf is a foreman, I think, in this book, and he's like he's a receptionist. That's it. But like he has his men working as a foreman. One of his men are working as a foreman because he has like a group of people helping him get this fortune. So Klaus gets hypnotized twice by another one of Count Olaf's people. And then the person who was basically looking after them sent them, because we don't know his name is Sir. Anyway, but he sent them well, actually no, Mr. Poe sent them to a boarding school that is called, and this book is called the Austrian Academy. And in this book, Count Olaf is a gym teacher, and Count Olaf treats the Klaus and Violet horribly. And I'm just like, this is child abuse. Like, he treats them so horribly, and like the teachers treat the kids horribly as well, and the vice principal has started doing administrative chores. Well, she is like just a baby still, and I'm just like, okay, great, this is just great. But I love these books, and they're easy to read. So, and I forget what happened at the end of the book. Oh, and in this book they meet Duncan and Isabel, and they're triplets, but the third one, you'll hear about the third one very soon. And apparently their parents and twins, their parents and their third brother died in a fire. So because of the events of the fifth book, they get sent to live with relatives in the city, and this is called the elevator, I don't know. Anyway, so in this one, Count Olaf is an auctioneer, and the woman that they live with is like also an auctioneer or something. No, she's an investment banker or something. I forget what she is, but she's tied into the plan with Count Olaf, and it's horrible. And then it's revealed that Esmire, or whatever her name is, it's like she's working with Count Olaf, and it's like, and then she becomes his girlfriend. I'm just like, oh my god, I don't. Anyway, well, because Esmire's husband Jeremiah can't look after the kids, they get sent to the Vile Village, and the Vile Village is like something, is like all the whole town looks after the kids, like someone in the town looks after the kids, and then the kids have to do chores. And in this book, Count Olaf is a police officer, I think, or someone on the council of the Vile town, of the Vile Village, and then the Baudelaires end up in jail for like apparently killing someone, and that is when like all their trouble started with like the police are trying to catch them now, and I'm just like, well, they didn't do anything, and I'm just thinking, can't they just live in peace? But no, they can't. Anyway, after the event, and Quigley and Duncan and Isabel, they've actually been kidnapped by Count Olaf in the fifth book. And so like Count Olaf brings they're stuck in a water fountain in the town. So they leave the town with the Baudelaires caretaker. I think his name is Hector, because Hector created like a balloon that like you can live on, like a hot air balloon that you can live on. So the Baudelaires tried to get away, but they couldn't. But the two triplets did. So the next one is the Vile Hospital, and this one is Count Olaf is the I forget who he is. I forget who he is, but it's like his voice comes out of speakers of the hospital, and so like they well, basically the kids work in the file room, and then they figure out something about their family, and then Count Olaf tries to kill Violet, but he didn't kill Violet, and then they burn the hospital down, and then and they go into Count Olaf's boot. And I'm just like, and that is where I was starting to question their morals. Like, why would you go into a boot of the guy who's wanting to kill you? One of you. Yeah, so I'm just, why? And then, next book, after they escape from the hospital, they go to this carnival and they pretend to be freaks. Because that's the best they can do. And Count Olaf is Count Olaf. And they figure out that Count Olaf goes to like a fortune teller every time the Baudelaires go to a new place. And like the fortune teller she's a forward, but like she needed to do it because otherwise Count Olaf would get like super angry. So, and he figures out that the Baudelaires are the Baudelaires. No, that's, but the Baudelaires don't know that until the next book. So the next book is The Slippery Slope. Anyway, well, the Slippery Slope is where Sunny gets kidnapped, and the Klaus and Violet end up at the bottom of the waterfall where Sunny is being kidnapped. So, oh, and they meet, and Violet and Klaus meet the last crippler, who is Duncan, I think. No, it's Quigley. I'm so sorry, I'm getting the name confused. Oh no. And I think they come across a submarine in this one, or maybe, no. It's the next one. So, so the Grim Grotto is the Baudelaires are on a submarine, and they find out more things about their parents, about like the past, and they learn about more of the VFD. So because there's different variations of the VFD, like in the books. So like they find something. They try and find something that Count Olaf wants, but then they don't find it, and then Sunny almost dies, and then I feel like people go like two of the Fiona and the captain, who was Fiona is the submarine captain's daughter, so I feel like Fiona and the captain go missing, or the captain goes missing. So the Baudelaires end up, oh no, the Baudelaires actually, they get a telegram for them to go to Briny Beach, where they first had the news that their parents were dead, and they meet up with Kit Snicket. So and it follows into the 12th book, which is called The Penultimate Pearl. So the Baudelaires in this book, Count Olaf is Count Olaf. The Baudelaires work as concierge at a hotel, and then they also burn that hotel because the VFD is like the secret organisation that their parents were in, and then they burn it because like to warn the other members of the VFD that there's trouble and like there's no safe places anymore for them to meet. So and then they end up on a ship on a boat with Count Olaf again. The final book is called The End. So in this book, the Baudelaires end up on an island with people, and Count Olaf is uninvited to this island because he's rude and everything, and they find out the history. They find out more history of their parents, and it's actually quite heartbreaking, kinda. And I've read that like, because apparently their parents are alive, but I feel like there was no mention of this, that their parents were alive, so I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this wrap up. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment on this video. And check out my social media. I am the most active on Twitter, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.